Hello viewers, welcome to Satari Kale TV. This afternoon we are having a conversation with Mr. Bafo. The full name is Mr. Moses Kojo Bafo. He is the Municipal Director, NCC ECMA, that is the Efia Kosimiti Municipal Assembly. He is also the leader of ECMA COVID-19 sensitization team. This afternoon we are having a discussion with him, and we are talking about the government reliefs and social programs in the context of COVID-19. Ejabafo.
Yes, Father.
You are welcome.
Thank you, Father.
Abenfuti, you can't brofo kakra. Briefly, for the purpose of our audience, describe to us or explain to us what COVID-19 is all about.
Thank you, Father. I first of all commend the Secondita Krade Kale TV for this opportunity given to ECMA NCC to highlight activities done so far by ECMA, that is Efia Kosimiti Municipal Assembly. But first of all, COVID-19 is a novel disease that has affected the entire world. In Ghana, we've also been affected by this deadly disease. Our President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, is leading the crusade to fight against this deadly disease, as well as the Minister of Health, as well as our regional minister, Western Regional Minister, Honorable Kobe Ochedaku-Mensah, which of course being supported by the MC of ECMA, Honorable Kojo Akwa. Things have been put in place to fight this COVID-19 disease, which is affecting us. Currently, Ghana, we've recorded about 3,091. Western region, we have about 35 cases, and then Efia Kosimiti, we have recorded one with 22 contact tracing. So it is very important for us to protect ourselves. Things that they have put in place, we have to abide by it as citizens, and then observe the measures that have been put in place that will not affect us as citizens to get the COVID-19. So in the nutshell, this is what the COVID-19 is.
Okay, thank you very much for that brief discussion of COVID-19. Now, going further in this conversation, practically, what are some of the measures that has been taken by the government to ensure that we're able to contain the spread of COVID-19?
We all know that government has put in place a lot of measures that will help us to prevent this deadly disease. In Accra, it has affected a lot of people. Accra is leading with a huge number, followed by Kumasi, Eastern region, and then other regions. Western region, we were not recording any sickness here, but unfortunately, we have recorded about 32, as I have said already. So the Ministry of Health, the Ghana Health Service, they have put in place that we should continue washing our hands, frequently washing of hands with under running water with soap. We have to do that. We have to frequently wash our hands under running water with soap. And then if we are in a public place, where there's no running water, where there is no soap, and then we have sanitizer. We have to use it, alcohol-based sanitizer, to protect ourselves against this deadly disease. And then, of course, we should also try to observe the protocol of social distancing. If you fail to do that, it will affect it. That is why government has liaised with the GPRTU, the transport owners, and then we are practicing social distancing in cars. And even as we are practicing social distancing in cars, in trotros, in taxis, and what have you, people just do not observe that properly. We sit in cars and then we talk. We sit in cars and then we receive calls. We sit in cars and then we refuse even to observe what has been put in place. Please, we should try to put an end to all these things, because you don't know the person sitting by you, whether that person is infected or not. So we should try to avoid that. Again, we have to wear our nose masks. People are saying that wearing the nose mask is a difficult thing to do. No, it is difficult, yes, but we should try to do. What, of course, if you have been affected with the disease, even breathing becomes a very difficult thing for you to breathe. So please, we should all try to observe the protocols, measures that have been put in place. We should all try to do that so as to avoid getting the COVID-19 disease.
Okay. You are still live on Sectari Kali TV. And this afternoon, you're having a conversation on COVID-19 with Mr. Moses Kojo Bafo, the MCC boss in charge of at ECMA. This program is being brought to you by kind courtesy of Star Ghana Foundation and then Caritas Ghana. Mr. Bafo, we are continuing this conversation, but this time I want us to look at the effects of COVID-19 on social life, on businesses, and what the government is doing to alleviate these challenges. Unemployment, business not booming as it used to. What is the support system for these people?
Thank you, Father. The government has put in place a lot of measures, but I think it will materialize. Because looking at the businesses, now businesses, even especially private businesses, yes, it is not going on well as expected. So government has put in place certain things. Very soon it will come out. Like ECMA, they have started registering small-scale businesses. Last week and this week they are registering people. Even next week they will continue registering people, that they will disperse some funds to people that have registered. So you take this opportunity, go to any district assembly and then ask of NBSSI for you to be registered if you have any business that you are doing. Again, looking at the schools. Now schools are not going on. Schools are closed. Our children are at home. But the Ministry of Education is trying to help our kids. They have come out with timetables from KG1 to SH1, and it's you allow your child to watch television lessons for them to learn something whilst at home. We need not to let the children go out there and then play football and then play unnecessary, go out to do certain things that will not augur well for them. So we should let them stay home. All these things government has put in place to bring up our social life progress. Again, I learned that with the truck.
But before even go to the truck drivers, my next question is this. I am a vegetable seller at Market Circle. I am vegetable seller at Aseke. How do I qualify for this government stimulus package?
Thank you, Father. I think that once you are a tomato seller, once you are a pepper seller, once you sell any other foodstuffs at the market, and then you need something, you have to go to NBSSI, National Board for Small Scale Industries, for you to be registered, for you to be known. When you go there, they will ask of your personal details, they will ask of your business, where you operate, where you sell, where you do your businesses, and then if there is any support, they will tell you and then support you at the end of it all.
Okay. When is the time frame for the registration?
It's
of the business
ongoing now.
Is there any deadline?
I haven't heard any deadline, but it started last week, and then this week they are ending. They are on it. Next week they will be on it. So if you are at ECMA, please come to ECMA, National Board for Small Scale Industries. Ask of their director, Madam Sarah. And you'll be attended to. If you want to go there right now, the office is open. They will help you.
All right. And any other thing that you want our viewers to know of?
Yes, we are facing a lot of challenges. Once we are doing sensitization, we are facing a lot of challenges. People are not adhering to simple instructions that they should wear face masks, they should wear. They should put on, they should wash their hands with soap and the running water. They should use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. They should do social distancing. People are not observing that. So I am just appealing to you. I am appealing to all people, all residents of ECMA, all residents of Sekendita Krade, all residents of Western region and Ghana at large, to please let us all abide by these simple and straightforward measures that they have put in place for us to avoid getting COVID-19, which of course is killing people.
Is there any form of support for people who are coming out with new inventions? Various forms of this Veronica bucket are out. If there are people in ECMA who have developed this concept, is there any form of support for them to produce in large quantities to serve the population?
Yes, Father. If you are in that business, if you have that idea and then you want to put your God-given talent, please don't hesitate to walk to see the MCE of ECMA. Don't hesitate to walk to see the mayor of STMA and then address your grievances or your petition or your problem to him. He will be of support, or they will be of support to you.
You had earlier informed me about an exercise you are undertaking on Monday, that is 11th of May. What is the exercise all about?
The exercise is all about enforcement. We are going to enforce people or force people to wear the face mask. Because it has become a mandatory. It is mandated for every Ghanaian to protect himself. If you protect yourself, you will protect others too. So we are enforcing you from Monday to put on the face mask or the nose mask. As soon as you leave your house, make sure that you have put it on. Do not allow yourself getting into truck or taxi before you put it. You don't know what will happen within that moment. So you make sure you put it on at home before coming out. So from Monday, we are coming out with the monitoring team, with the task force, which of course involves the military, the police, the city guard, and what have you, to enforce people or to force people to wear the face masks.
Before you take leave of us, your final words.
My final word is that on behalf of the MCE, on behalf of the staff of ECMA, the NCC, we thank Sekadi for this special invitation. I think that you've given us the opportunity for us to share with the public what we have done and what we want them to do as Ghanaians. And then we also want them to abide by a simple protocol of preventive measures that the government of Ghana has been put in place. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Those were the words of Mr. Moses Kojo Bafo, Municipal Director, NCC, ECMA, and also leader of ECMA COVID-19 sensitization team. He was here with us as we spoke about COVID-19. This program was made possible through the support of Star Ghana Foundation and Caritas Ghana, and also the Daesan Development Office of the Canada Diocese of Sekedi Takoradi.